Hey y'all, hope you're doing well. I'm just finishing up washing both of our harvesters here on the farm. Getting these things cleaned for the winter as they won't be in use for quite some time. So yeah, always good to get these things clean. And as you can see, it is the month of November, which means it's the best time to sell our canola. And I've already looked at the prices, and looks like this says December is the best month to sell them now. But this ain't our first rodeo, so we know how this goes. If it's anything like flour, this will be the best month. But the fish food factory looks like it's offering us 35, 36 per pallet, so I think that's where we'll sell it. Yeah, I don't think there's any point in waiting until next month. But also, let's take a look at the use sale here. There is nothing doing for us, doesn't look like. So I think we'll get on with this. I do want to check on some contract work here before we get going too deep. That way we can get a worker going in the background making some money for us. Looks like we still got some hoeing contracts to do. Quite a few harvesting contracts for November too. I think if I had a bigger harvester and a bigger trailer, I might would look into doing those. Fertilizing field 32. I think that's the field we weeded in the last episode. And here we go. Oh my gosh. Every day. This is 20K we're about to collect here to start this day from yesterday's contract. Love to see it. I may do some of these deadwood contracts at the end of the day. We'll see how we're looking. Yeah, I think I may just get a worker doing a hoeing contract for now. So let's get them going on field 19, I believe, and I'll drive them over there. And I want to take a quick look too at our fields just to make sure everything is looking good and we got all the work that we needed to done on our own farm. Everything, well, looks like we got a little patch of weeds here in field 23. I need to go check on that. Not sure how that happened. Yeah, let's hop in the 80-20 here and get this weeder hooked up. Yeah, I had a worker, I'm pretty sure, do all the fields. Or weed all the fields while I was sowing them right in front of him. So yeah, I'm not sure. He just missed a spot maybe. But not a big deal. One more thing is I've got our meal stopped for the barley production. We've only got 125 liters left. That's not enough to make another pallet for us. And then our canola, we still got over 11,000 liters to process. That is crazy. So we're not going to get done. And a matter of fact, that's canola oil. If I go to canola, yeah, I've still got almost 13,000 liters left in our silo. So definitely going to have a lot of pallets of canola oil left over for next season. That's no big deal at all. We got pallet storage now. So it's just going to be more profits for us next year. Let's get in here and see what's going on. Yeah, I see the weeds over there. Let's see if we can't take care of these real quick, and then we'll get our worker doing field 19, was it? This doesn't look like it's taking care of these weeds, so that's interesting. Does it still show them on the map? It does. Okay. Well, let me check on these things. Oh, it says weed large, needs herbicide. Okay, so I guess we waited too long. I didn't catch it in time, but just didn't know they were over here. I should have checked these the month after that we sowed these. I guess a worker just made a mistake. We're going to have to fire him for next year. But yeah, I don't think it's worth renting a sprayer to spray some herbicide on that, because that's just a little patch. We'll just have to make do. It is what it is, I suppose. It sucks, but you know, like I said, not a big patch there at all. So let's get on with this. I'll get this worker over here, and then we'll look to load up our canola oil to make some money for November. Oh, easy there. That's my fault. Almost ran into another bus. I'm making a habit of that, I believe. Running into buses. I gotta be careful. All right, let's get these moved to our pallet storage. I think it's gonna be easier if I just dump all these pallets in there and then take out all the canola. There's like a little sound glitch there when I drive underneath that barn there for some reason. We got to remember too, we still got some lumber in here. That's just money in the bank right there. I can sell at any point. But let's get these canola pallets out. I've only got 12 pallets, so it's probably not going to be a lot of profit. But, yeah, I mean, anything's better than nothing. We'll still make good money off of it. And we're going to have a lot more pallets for next year. I think my goal for the day is to make 180K. Because I've made my final decision. I want to build a spinnery here somewhere in our yard. I don't know which one, but I think if we build a spinnery now, there's going to be enough time left where we can get quite a bit of that wool turned into fabric before April. And that will make us even more money. But let's double check the canola price here just to make sure the fish food factory, it is still the highest, looks like. So let's go ahead and tag that place. I think that price is even higher than it was earlier this morning, so maybe December will be the better month. But yeah, I don't think we can go wrong by selling it today. It says 3,400 is the peak price next month anyway, so yeah, we can't go wrong. We'll make our way there. I think this place, yeah, up here in the upper left. I think we did some fishing up there. So let's make our way to the fish food factory and get these sold and see what kind of profits we can bring in. The sell point is just up here. Let's just drive through it and see what kind of profits we turn. 42, looks like 45, 46K there. Bumped us up to 176, and we're just 4,000 away from getting that spinnery. And we can make that as soon as that worker gets done with that contract up there. So not bad at all. Well, let's get home and let's make some plans. I think I'll just park this trailer right here for now. Let me see if I can dump any more of this in there. Oh gosh, this thing's about full. Yeah, we've got so much canola to turn into oil for next year, it looks like. We just had the 12 pallets this year. We might be looking at double that for next year before we even harvest. So that'll be good. I think I'll just leave it here for now. But let's take a second here and look at what we're dealing with. Where are we going to put this thing? Let me find it first. I think this one is the one I had bought on Riverbend Springs. Could put it right here and possibly even have enough room to do 2 right there. Let's see what the square foot on these others are. It's a bakery. Did I miss it? I thought there was about a couple more here. Ooh. Yeah, it's a little bigger. A lot taller, I think. I don't know if that's going to look right on the farm there. Let's see, was there another one down here? What is this? Tailor shop for $36,000. Didn't realize they made a small factory for a tailor shop. What is this thing? Onion? This is for onions? Huh. I don't know what that turn onions into. I guess packed onions. Let's see. Oh, query. How big is this bad boy? This is what we need for the castle, but this thing is huge. Yeah, I think if I end up buying this, it's going to be the one that's already on the map. I don't have any water really close to me either, so it doesn't make sense. Here's the Spinnery. That's part of the Highlands fishing expansion. This thing is huge. Man, I don't know if I want that, but it is the one that come with the DLC. Yeah. It is pretty. And it would fit like perfectly right here. You know what? I think I will do this. If I have to do multiple spinneries, we may switch up and do a smaller building. Oh, yeah. I don't think this is going to look right either on our farm, but we will, we'll make do. This stuff over here, I think, needs to go at some point. All this looks pretty straight. I think that's okay there, but this is just like catty-cornered right in the middle of our yard here. Doesn't look right, so we'll change all that eventually. But yeah, why not? Let's just do this Highlands fishing expansion spinnery over here. That will be our plan, but don't have enough money just yet. So I think while that worker's still going, I'm going to knock out these deadwood contracts real quick. There's about 5 here. Looks like this one ends in a minute. There's a couple that end in 1 minute. Yeah, we'll do these others though real quick, and this should give us enough money. Oh, it's gonna be, yeah, that should give us enough money to buy the spinnery there. Let's look at those fertilizing contracts. We need to do some mowing contracts. My mower is over there just rotting. So I'd like to get some use out of it at some point. But where is those fertilizing? Oh, very top. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and accept field 32 and 8. And I'll get those done today as well. 11,500 for that one and 8,600 for this one. So yeah, I'm gonna knock these deadwood ones out first, and then we'll make our way to those fertilized ones. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Actually, there's another dead one just popped up here. I think I'll go ahead and do it as well. So yeah, let me do these really quickly, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, I got the deadwood contracts knocked out real quick, but I got a little change of plans here, as I've got a worker. Well, there he is on his way to field 32. I'm going to let them take care of the fertilizing contracts today, and I've accepted a cultivating contract here at the southern end of the map that I'm going to knock out. I feel like I've been doing a lot of the fertilizing contracts myself, and fertilizing jobs in general, because I think I did all of our fields as well. So yeah, just to change it up a little bit, I think I'll do the cultivating contract here, and I'll let them do the fertilizing ones today. Might be more efficient to do it this way anyway. Who knows? We'll try it out and see. Can I see my sheep farm over here? Oh yeah. Oh, looks like we got quite a few pallets over there, 2 rows anyway, of wool, which will be great because as soon as we build our spinnery, we can load that bad boy up with all that wool and go ahead and get it going. So that's good to see. I think this is the field we need to cultivate here. And actually, let me go check on that driver, see where he's at. Okay, yeah, I think he's done passed it up. So let me get this thing turned around here. Oh, we're doing a little bit of trespassing today. I'm sorry for whoever lives in that house right there. I do apologize. This is going to be a tight turn into this gate. Let's see, I'm sitting almost at 7,500 liters of fertilizer, so I hope he don't abuse that. But if he does this pretty quickly, I may have him start doing these fertilizing contracts for me. Oh, yeah, we'll let them roll on with that. And I'll get the cultivating this field here. Yeah, I'll probably speed most of this up for you guys. And once we're done, we'll go back to the farm and build us a spinnery, I believe. But I'll get it rolling on. I guess I could go ahead real quick and accept these contracts that we've completed. I thought there was like a tab where it shows only completed ones. Maybe, yeah, maybe it just shows up here. We've got 5, looks like, to accept. And that's definitely going to put us over 180. Oh, yeah. That's looking nice. But I'll get rolling on with this. And I will catch you guys shortly. Oh, just completing this contract. I was trying to get our worker to drive to the next contract location, but it wasn't seeming to work for me there, so I'll have to drive him over to the next field real quick. Oh yeah, he probably couldn't get out of here. This is a stone fence. Oh yeah, no shot he was making his way out of here. Looks like there's a gate right here. Okay, so this one's got 2 gates. But yeah, I'll drive him over there, and I'll see you guys at the sheep barn. Alright, that's all I could get auto-loaded here. I'm going to hop in this fork truck, and I'll get the rest of these. At least scoot it over close enough to where they can be auto-loaded. Yeah, I've got quite a few pallets there in that little nook. Oh, sorry. This fork truck was about to take out my trailer. Yeah, what is this? 8 pallets in here. I think I snuck in this building. Just toppled some pallets over there. That's why you get auto load right there. But anywho's, yeah. I would love to get a telehandler at some point. Maybe next year we can turn even more profits, and I'll look into getting a telehandler for the farm. I think it's just going to be a little more handy, even with the auto load, to have something that's quick on the farm and we can just move stuff around when and where we want it in a pretty quick fashion. I need to hop in this field anyway real quick and see if we can see some babies. We have yet to see baby sheep on the farm. Does Kinlaig just not even show babies, I wonder? Don't see anything. Oh, is that a baby up here? Let me go run up there real quick. Right here, I think. Well, I don't see him no more. Where'd he... He's not there anymore. Oh my gosh. Surely that wasn't the one I was looking at. I don't see none anywhere. Maybe that wasn't a sheep I seen. But yeah, still no babies in our pasture over here, doesn't look like. That's kind of odd. Maybe it's just too cold in the winter for them to come out and play. I'm not sure. Oh gosh, maybe, let me double check here. Yeah, it says animals 298 of 298, so there is definitely babies in there. 148 2-month-olds to be exact. So yeah. Let's see if I can auto-load the rest of these pallets. Oh, that's a full trailer there. Okay, well. I can do some hard work here. I'll stack the rest of these up. No problem. No problem. Yeah, I think a telehandler would do us some good next year. Maybe the U-cell will bless us eventually too. But this is going to be... Geez, what are we looking at here? 2 times what, 8? So 16,000 liters of wool right there that we can go ahead and start off in the spinnery. Or something close to that. Yeah, so I'm excited to see what fabric profits we get from this. Even in this short amount of time here, we still got about 5-6 months before we sell them. But you know, maybe we can get a dozen pallets out of it or so. And that's going to be some real good money for us. strap these down, drive over here real quick, and get our spinner replaced. Yeah, I think we will go with the big one. I know it is doesn't really match the farm and it's humongous, but it's part of the Highlands DLC. So I kind of just want to stick with the theme of the map a little bit anyway. And we'll try to... Oh gosh, I need to smooth that out still. And then, yeah, like I said earlier, I'll be looking to move our house at some point too, so... We'll just leave this thing straight against that rock face, I think. And that little bank overlaps with other object. Is it meaning the bank in the back there? Let me save this in case I make a boo-boo. If I just turn free mode on and I place this, will it still work? I think our guy just finished that contract over there. I want to get this as close to the bank as possible, but I think it's this house close to me now, or the little room close to me now. It kind of sticks out a little further, but yeah, I think we'll go with that right there, see if that worked. At least the front part is level with our yard. And looks like our drop-off point's right here. And then, yeah, this is the run. Yeah. Yep, not getting in that door. Well, you know, it's... If you don't walk back here, that's not noticeable. So I think I'll keep it there. From the front, it doesn't look terrible. It just looks like it's, kind of looks like that'd be a humongous house there, honestly. But let's get those dropped in there. And take a look at it here. Spinnery. We're doing fabric wool. Let's go ahead and activate that thing. That was almost 21,000 liters of wool. My goodness. It takes 3 wool to make 1 fabric. And that does 1,440 cycles a month, I think. Let's take a look at the difference here. So wool would sell for $21.67 in April. And the fabric will sell for, excuse me, 9,300 there. So yeah, like quadruple the price. And it does take 3 wool to make 1, but yeah, we're still gonna be turning better profits there. So yeah, we got our spinnery working, guys. I think let's just do some fishing to end the episode. Let's hop on our lucky rock here, see what we can make happen. So maybe we can catch some a luck fish. Maybe it'll bless our spinnery. It makes me wonder though, now that I'm thinking about it, there's 3 different spinneries. Do they have different rates at which they produce fabric? Probably should have looked that up before I did that. They were all 180,000, so hopefully not. And the only difference was cosmetic. And we did end up getting the most inefficient one. But you know what? It's okay. What do we start today with money-wise? I can't remember. Somewhere around 100K. So we probably made over 100 today, but we also spent 180. It'll be worth it. Takes money to make money, as they say. And speaking of making money, next month is the best time to sell flour. And we've got a lot of pallets of flour to sell. So our profits next month should be even better than this month. Maybe we buy a second spinnery. Who knows? What was that? A quick $400 in fish. That is what it is. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this one, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please do leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Y'all keep it sweet.